guys, it's Emily here and welcome back to my channel. This really late journal with me is for August D's most recent music video, daechwita, which was kind of dropped on us out of the blue. For this spread, I wanted to try blackout poetry, which is basically where you black out the words of a page in a book, except for a few, which creates a poem. For my book, I'm using Kindred by Octavia Butler. It was a book that I had to get for my summer assignment last year, and I actually never finished reading this book, but don't tell my English teacher that. I mean, I tried, but I just didn't have enough time to finish the book and do the assignment because I procrastinated. It's honestly a miracle that I passed that in-class essay. Anyways, this book isn't bad or anything, I just found it in the books to donate pile and I liked the size of the text in the book, so I wanted to reuse it. It's still going to hurt me to tear apart a book, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyways, I asked Siri to help me choose which page to rip out. Hey Siri, pick a random number from 9 to 264. 241 it is. So first, I'm underlining some words that stuck out to me that I would like to include in my blackout poem. I don't know if the final poem makes sense, but it was, I might die before you, whether you like it or not. I found myself crying, my head on his shoulder, and wondered whether several months was long for you. There was silence for a moment. It has nothing to do with daechwita or August D, which I probably should have made somewhat related, but oh well. Of course, next up, I have to cut my pictures, which I took from the music video. I chose 8 pictures, 2 larger ones, along with 6 smaller scenes from the music video. Now I'm going to do my lettering for daechwita. I wanted to go for a more straight and stiff lettering, and I did the best I could with my Expo Dry Erase marker, which is somehow the only black marker I own. It would definitely look cooler if I knew how to letter, but this works well enough, I think. Then I wrote daechwita in Korean with my gray mild liner because my Expo marker was just not cutting it. Instead of cutting this out, I decided to tear the edges to match the vibe of the spread. What is the vibe of the spread? I think it's like ancient? On the right side, I put some blue cardstock behind the picture. I'm not sure why, but the music video gave me blue, green, and teal vibes. So the 4 Chinese characters you see are completely irrelevant from August D. It says, Hey Tang Zhan Nai. Basically, my parents bought a lot of this bubble tea ice cream, which is so good. You must try it. Bubble tea and ice cream together, beautiful. Anyways, I decided to keep the box, so if I ran out of cardstock, which I am very close to, I would have cardboard instead. So yeah, I have like 4 bubble tea ice cream boxes in my room as we speak, but what can I say? We really love this ice cream. I thought that the Chinese characters would look really cool and match the vibe, so I just added it. Next, in the same way that I wrote the Korean letters for daechwita, I did the same for the Chinese characters daechwita, which is what they show at the beginning of the music video, and I guess it's the Chinese translation of daechwita. I added some craft on scrap paper by the left corner of the book page that I ripped out because I think it adds to the ancient effect that I'm going for. And I also have a lot of scrap graph paper lying around after I did my June plan with me, since I made like 10 Dutch doors. So I'll link that in the cards if you're interested. I have this notepad full of cream paper, so I ripped off a page to kind of connect the left side of the page with the cream book page to the right side of the page. I tore at the edge of the cream paper to give it that cool effect. So I added this peacock feather paper because for some odd strange reason I associated peacocks with ancient, and it was blue as well, so that was a whole fiasco. To connect the blue from the right page to the left page, I added some ripped blue polka dot print that was on the back of the peacock print and put it on the right corner of the page, the top right corner. To add to the ancient scrapbook look, I added some washi. I also decided to use the last of my gold striped washi since kings and gold, they kind of go together. Next, I wrote "I'm a king, I'm a boss" in small typewriter font to match the typed font of the book on the left page, and I cut out each individual word, and of course I finished the spread off by writing about it. Overall, I think the spread came out well. I actually just keep going back and forth between liking it and not liking it, but I think it's kind of cool / has its merits. I really love the song, and I think the blackout poetry was a really fun element of the spread. Anyways, thanks for watching till the end, and I hope I'll see you next week. Okay, bye! Next, in the same way I wrote the Korean letters for daechwita, I wrote the Chinese characters. Oh my gosh, why did I get a British accent? Oh my goodness.